Suavemente.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God it's Friday. And thank God that Earl Spence is feeling better and will have a speedy recovery. We're here to discuss Oleksandr Usyk and his recent choice words of the heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. Usyk believes that Wilder is the easiest champion to beat, and the hardest is Tyson Fury. My question to that is, why go after the WBO then? I watched an interview from 3 days ago with IFL, and he stated that he loves that green belt, just like all fighters. They prefer the green belt. He wants the green belt, but he's still not ranked in the green sanctioning body, right? He's trying to get ranked in that WBO. That's where he's number one at. He's nowhere in that WBC top 15. Now, I guess a win, I don't know how a win over Chaz Weatherspoon will put him in any of the other sanctioning bodies, but at WBO, he's number one because he used his cruiserweight WBO champion status to elevate. That being said, if Wilder is the easiest, I would have liked to see him go that Wilder route, go that sanctioning body route, because he's on Dazn. Let's just be real. This is going to be a little bit of a difficult fight to make. I mean, we've been here with Wilder before in Dazn fighters. Dillian White, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua. All fights that never got made. So how does this one get made? Mandatory position. Coming up the rankings. That's the only way I can see something like this happening. I won't put it past Oleksandr Usyk that this is just clout chasing. This is classic clout chasing. Many fighters do it. Many fighters, wait till fight week and start talking about people. Josh Warrington just started talking about Gary Russell. He's got to fight. You got to fight. What are you doing talking about other people? This guy's got a replacement. And Chaz Weatherspoon is not on the level of a Deontay Wilder. So, for you to be saying that Wilder's the easiest champion to beat, your opposition doesn't speak the same. Like, your words aren't matching your actions. But to the tape.
Of the heavyweights at the moment, who would you say would be your toughest opponent, and who would be the easiest opponent for you?
Ну, самый тяжелый, я думаю, что это Тайсон.
So obviously, we're going to get translation here.
Fury.
The hardest would be Tyson Fury.
А самый легкий Deontay Wilder.
And Deontay Wilder is the easiest.
Yo, so what I like about that is that I think Usyk means it. Even though I said it could be clout chasing, I believe him because if you watch it, and you can find that clip on Behind the Gloves Instagram on Instagram, when you watch that clip, his face, I don't know. I guess that face could be taken as, okay, he's making a joke. He's trying to see where your reaction at. But at the same time, it almost feels evil, the way he turned to her and looked after she was able to, comprehend the translation. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing it. See, I've always wanted to see the Wilder Chisora, Wilder Dillian White. And if this is another one of your heroes, then Wilder Oleksandr Usyk. Let's do it. I love to see people say that it's easy because it's easy from the outside. It's easy from the outside. And if we get into the details of the article, because Tony Bellew, a Oleksandr Usyk victim, feels that Usyk would have the best success versus Wilder. And he believes that because Wilder is the smaller man compared to the other heavyweights in the division, right? Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, those are bigger men. So, interesting. That this is not the first time. I got someone in the chat saying, hey, the next sentence, he said he was joking. That's a lie because he clearly said on December 8th on an IFL interview that has over 100,000 views that he wants Deontay Wilder and everything else that he said, right? So just go check it out. The point is, how do we make this fight happen? How do we get this one to happen? With him going, that WBO sanctioning body route, I don't know how we see this unless it's a unification, unless Usyk goes in there, dethrones whoever has the WBO, and then, proceeds to try and unify with Wilder. So obviously I have no co-host this morning. So if you guys could tell me in the chat who you think has the most success versus Usyk. Is it Fury or is it Wilder? Tony Bellew seems to believe that Usyk has more boxing skill than Tyson Fury. Yeah, I know. Wow. So high praise from Bellew, the Usyk victim. But yeah, man, he's definitely picking Usyk to do a lot. And I quote, and he was speaking of Sky Sports, obviously. He let them know that amongst the three, Wilder is the easiest to beat along those three choices. And that's the easy answer. Don't get me wrong. If Wilder lands on him, then it's going to end well. Then it's not going to end well for Usyk. But you can say that about any heavyweight who Wilder lands on. I just think Joshua and Fury are too big for him. Fundamentally, he's much better than all of them. And I include Fury in that. But he's just too small to compete with them for 12 rounds. I think the size of Fury, Joshua, would be a massive advantage, and I don't think Usyk could overcome it. And it's funny that he's saying, and that's end quote, It's funny that he's saying he doesn't think that Usyk would be able to deal with the size of Joshua and Fury, but that he feels Wilder is ripe for the taking when, Wilder still had power in the 12th round and knocked out the bigger Fury, right? So if that scenario makes any sense, Fury should have been too big for Wilder, but yet Wilder still had the power to be able to knock him out in the 12th round or drop him in the 12th round brutally. So I don't understand this whole weight discrepancy and I guess the little, loophole he's trying to use. Wilder's been up against heavier men his entire career. So to assume that because he is smaller, Usyk would get some sort of win. I would have liked to see Bellew maybe say, Usyk could stay away from the power, box on his toes, run, basically. But can you do that for 12 rounds when you just seen Fury do it? But again, in Tony Bellew's interview, he just believes Usyk is a fundamentally better boxer than Tyson Fury. So that being said, I'm assuming that's why he thinks he can get it done where Fury, wasn't able to walk away with that victory. But Bellew does add that Usyk does have weaknesses, and I still think he's a little bit open and can be caught. Watching his amateur fights, there's always a reaction from him when he gets caught clean, but no one has exploited that so far in the pros. His chin is up in the air sometimes, and if that continues, then it might get him caught one time. So, end quote. My thing is, dude, you were able to land on him. Like you, Tony Bellew, what is he, the bomber? The London bomber, some shit? Dog, if you can land on him, how the fuck is Wilder gonna land on him with a higher knockout ratio, a longer reach, more height than you, obviously more power than you? I don't get this, but I mean, look, you got to stay relevant, especially when you're retired, and it gives me something to talk about, gives you something to debate, and again, I'm sending out my messages early in the morning to Wilder saying, yo, come cook some of these fools, man. Give me some of these UK heads, man. Let's put some of these UK heads on the mantle, because Chisora, they was offering you $5 million for that. I know shit changed and $5 million ain't nothing to you now, but like $5 million for Chisora, $8 million for Dillian White. Now we got this guy talking crazy. I mean, look, you could only fight one person, and Wilder obviously has a full plate. You know, he's got the Luis Ortiz fight, signed, sealed, delivered, happening November 23rd. The Fury fight, February 23rd. And then he's talking unification after that. So where any of these guys get in at, I don't know. But like the Crawford-Spence fight, Usyk is going to have to build up, that demand for this fight, I guess. I, on the other hand, wouldn't mind seeing it just for bragging rights. But looks like we got good old Mr. Gross in the building. Let me head on out.
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out before he said it.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it. BoxingVoice.com.
Champion, you're muted. Yo, your board doesn't have a light? You are muted because I got your line wide open. Yeah, you're still muted. In the meantime, yeah, man. What else we got? So I got another little show scheduled, or planned anyways. It's hotting in the back end. You ready? Ready, champ? No? It's hotting in the back end, and maybe we get around to that one. But again, man, I'm just going to put that out there. I believe this is clout chasing. Like, who's really interested in Weatherspoon? This guy went from Tackham to, possibly Spung to, possibly DeWelko to Chaz Witherspoon to all of us saying, yo, I could beat Wilder. He's the easiest. So I have no clue, where he's coming from with this. It'll be good to see his debut, though. Good to see how good he does since he's talking, big stuff. Mike, you there?
Yo. Good morning to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Usyk saying Wilder is the easiest. I mean, that's his opinion, so I guess he's entitled to his opinion. But I'm not of that mindset. The hardest being Fury. Definitely not of that mindset either. And yeah, man. I mean, like you said, it's just a way for them to get attention on this fight that nobody really cares about. Supposed to have been Tackham at first, then Tyrone Spong. Now it's Chaz Witherspoon. So yeah, man, I'm not really giving it a whole lot of attention, to be honest with you.
What, Usyk's comments?
Nah.
I mean, he said it himself. You know that, right? He did an interview with IFL and with, you know.
That's cool. You can say a lot of things, but until you get in the ring with these people, I mean, I don't know how you say who's the easiest, who's the hardest. I mean, we hear fighters all the time when they're asked about who's their toughest opponent. I don't know yet. I've been in the ring with him. So for him to say, I just like he must see something, or he's just trying to bring more attention to his fight.
I mean, yeah, I believe it's a case of clout chasing, but I also believe as a competitor, you sit on the outside and, excuse me, hot boxing.
Yeah,
hot boxing with TBB, man. You sit on the outside and, much like Crawford to Spence, you see things and you think you can exploit them. You think that's the easier fight for you, and that's the harder fight for you. Just like we sat on the outside and said, yo, Fury's the harder fight for Wilder, and it proved that way. Had he fought fucking AJ, we know he'd have sent him into oblivion.
Do we?
Come on, bro.
No, man, Styles make fights. We heard that so many times.
Yeah, Styles make fights. That straight right hand of Wilder's kryptonite for your man AJ. Simple as that.
I agree. But this Usyk shit, bro, I'm not. Man, it is what it is, bro. You talking about you can beat these guys, but you're fighting Chaz Witherspoon, and yeah.
Not only that, like all his alleged opponents for this date were, top 20? Was anybody top 15? Was Spun top 15? Is Witherspoon top 15?
No,
Is DeWelko top 15? Maybe Carlos Takam, and that's why Takam took his status elsewhere.
The only person that I know that was top 20 for sure is Takam, and I don't know where Spawn was rated at, but maybe he was top like 40 or 50. But as far as these guys that we've been hearing about lately, this week, none of those guys really been that hot of a name.
So obviously Wilder has this plan, and it consists of the Luis Ortiz and the Tyson Fury fight, and then he wants a unification. But then you got this guy Oleksandr Usyk, who, and I quote, says, "Today I'm calling out Deontay Wilder. I will fight Wilder in his hometown. He won't win a round. I am the best heavyweight in the world." I like that. I mean, this is what Wilder's been wanting. Now he has a willing body that isn't going to fight over, let's do it in Vegas and make this the biggest fight. He could take this to his home. I don't know that it sells because who knows Usyk, especially in Alabama, but am I being too optimistic here? Is this just tongue-in-cheek from Usyk? And, if they ever sat down, if Wilder ever sent an offer, they would totally deny coming to his hometown?
I mean, he fought him in the amateurs. Am I not correct on that? They fought in the amateurs, Deontay Wilder and Usyk. I gotta look that up. I mean, look, the cat, he's a boxer. He So typical answer for him to say, Tyson Fury's the better boxer. A lot of people have always looked at Deontay Wilder as a sloppy puncher. He only got that one hitter quitter. Totally different when you're in the ring with him, though. Tell you that. But he's a boxer, so he's trying to go. He's aiming for that green belt, man. And he knows that Wilder, for the most part, is a light heavyweight. He used to come in even lighter, so he must be in a sense, for a reason. He might just be like, this guy's lighter. I can probably handle him, but he is the lightest heavyweight probably, but he hits the hardest. So I don't know. I don't know if the cat just, is trying to stir the waters or not.
He's definitely clout chasing. Fury was like 270 and couldn't fucking, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't evident that he was the bigger man, and his size wasn't like bullying Wilder. That's what I'm saying. Like, those dreams of, he's only 209, he's only 210, like, that's ridiculous to think that you can deal with him because of numbers when you see that he's been in there with dudes, that damn near got 100 pounds on him. He's still handling him.
Yeah, like I said, he's a boxer. He feels like he can probably avoid that big right hand the whole night and counter. Like, Usyk's he's a good fighter, man. He's very slick, got good eyes.
Is he better fundamentally than Tyson Fury? Because Tony Bellew seems to think so, Mike and Doomy. What's your thoughts on Bellew saying that Usyk, Oleksandr Usyk, is fundamentally a better boxer than all three of the top heavyweights, AJ, Wilder, and Tyson Fury?
You know what? The only one that I kind of have conflict with is probably Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury is a good boxer. I just see Usyk being fundamentally maybe better, but I see Tyson Fury as just an overall slicker boxer. I think that his core movement and head movement and his overall style, creates a great boxer in every form. The Cat, I see him more reserved, more taking less risks, in the ring. So I don't know. I think I like Tyson Fury, as an overall boxer, but fundamentally, you could give Usyk a little bit of credit on that.
Yeah, I really don't care what Tony Bellew has to say about people's fundamentals. He got knocked out.
Nah, it doesn't mean, Mike, that the man can't have a good opinion just because he got KO'd.
No, you know what? It's funny that Mike went there, because I was going to follow up and say to you guys, do you think that this is just Bellew trying to prop up the guy that retired him? You got to, listen, this guy retired you, so you got to make him seem great, or else you're not that great.
That sometimes is the case, Ness. That sometimes is the case. I don't know. I just don't know where Bellew's coming from. You're right. He can be coming from different standpoints, but for him to say that AJ and it's tougher than Wilder, but Andy just beat AJ, and Andy is obviously the shorter, smaller guy. I just don't get where his where he's getting this, where he's putting this together, where he puts AJ and Tyson Fury high above Deontay Wilder. I just don't know where that's coming from. It might be that.
Is your mic connected? I'm gonna jab y'all niggas. Hey, Mike. So did you ever give me your opinion on the fact, like the hometown thing? I think we skipped right over that, right?
Look, man, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if
Mike
Wilder would be wanting to go back to his hometown, unless it's like for one of those stadium fights. You know what I'm saying? He's been making a lot of money in Vegas and LA and Barclays. Haven't really heard about him hitting the Alabama market again. Now, if they were to do the Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, fight with Usyk, again, I don't know how that would sell. I think you got to reserve that Atlanta date for a nigga like Big Baby. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the opponent, in my opinion, or AJ, somebody like that for Atlanta. But with Usyk, I mean, if he wants that work in his hometown, I mean, I guess Wilder can check his temperature and see what he says. But I don't know how much Wilder really wants to fight in Alabama if it's not at the University of Alabama football stadium.
So,
how is it
if he had a belt, should Wilder pay any more attention to him?
Of course, same thing I said last night goes for Wilder. Same thing goes for Canelo. I mean, guy got a belt. He's trying to unify with you. He's calling you out, and we know. And Wilder's been talking about one face, one champion, one name. So that'll fit right up his alley if Usyk had a belt. Absolutely.
If Usyk manages to get past Shaz, which we all think he will, he stands as the mandatory, right, for Andy and AJ, the winner.
Yep.
Where the hell is it that they got Usyk that position? What did he do?
Champion. He was the champion at cruiserweight, and when you're the champion and you defend for a certain amount of time, plus he was undisputed, it's just his merits get you the opportunity to go to that same sanctioning body and say, "Yo, I'm moving up. I want a shot at the champion above me because I'm the champion in this division."
And that's truly how it works. I mean,
absolutely.
You take
for the WBO, we haven't seen any other sanctioning body do that, but it doesn't mean that you can't petition to a sanctioning body to do that. It doesn't mean that the WBC champion at cruiserweight can't petition to fight the WBC champion at heavyweight if he's really going to campaign up.
Yeah, petitioning. You know, I get all that, but like, you know, I've seen guys, you know, in lower weight classes move up. You know, such as a 140 pounder moving up to a 147, and I haven't seen you know.
Don't say anything that you don't know, bro, because Bud just did it. Bud just did it from 40 to 47, dog. Like, this happens all the time. Canelo was gonna do it from 60 to 68. Relax.
So who did he fight?
Google. Dog, we can't teach you live on the show.
No, but you're teaching the audience too, not just me, now. So stop.
You're right.
So you know, you want to belittle me, and then
I'm not belittling you. I'm not
know that I'm directing you so that the fans get a chance.
I'm not belittling you at all, champ. I'm just saying this is something that you should know, that the WBO has that rule in place. But yes, Crawford unified at 40 and then moved up and beat Jeff Horn. Remember? That's how he got his shot at Jeff Horn. He didn't fight anybody. He fought straight Jeff Horn. And Canelo was going to do it too.
It's called the super champion.
Yeah,
like
Canelo was going to do it too.
If you're a super champion in the WBO, meaning you have a certain number of defenses and you unify the belts, then you're able to move up and call that mandatory. Now, difference between Terence Crawford and Usyk. Well, I can't really say that because it was already a fight going on with Usyk's title holder. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I tried to sandbag Mike, and I'm like, yo, would it be different? He had a belt, and he said, yeah. Because I don't see any difference in Crawford and Usyk. They both unified. They both were from lower divisions. They both coming up. They both won shots at the champions. You know, it's just Usyk hasn't belted. And I don't know that we should, I don't know that we should not pay attention to his words simply because he doesn't have a belt when we know that the landscape at heavyweight is different. It's not like he could have done exactly what Crawford done. You know, there was already a fight in place and it already had rematches. Had that fight not went that way, he would be fighting motherfucking AJ with no tune-up.
Right now.
Well, actually, he still wanted the tune-up. He still wanted the tackle.
But would he have got it, seeing as he got injured?
I don't know. I mean, again, if you're coming off this injury, do you really still want to activate that, or do you want to test that injury out first?
I guess the best thing for him was Andy Ruiz winning.
It gave him time, but, you know, he didn't get to really use that time, though, man. He's been out. He could have had 2 fights in the amount of time that he's been out.
True, but at least he got healthy and he can test that elbow or that whatever he hurt out against Witherspoon.
Yeah, man, let's open up these lines. Not much more to say here. Let's see how the public reacts to this. Do you even want to see this fight is one question. Do you think that he is trouble for Wilder? Another question. Is Wilder the easiest heavyweight when, you know, looking at it from an Usyk standpoint? You know, just a little bit of everything that we've been chopping it up here. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Now, don't forget you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation and call in anywhere in the world. Plus have that official tissue audio quality and, you know, have everyone be pleased with the sound of your call. Let me go out to our sponsors, right? I got my sound bites back.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
All right. We're going out to
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWorks.com. I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen, get the sharpest knife, and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's fucking good? It's Friday. Good morning, TBV. It's 6 o'clock in Seattle, Washington. I'm up early in the morning going to work. Let's talk about Usyk, the Great White Hype. We all know what Great White Hype means. If you don't, go find a Urban Dictionary. I think it'll be a good semifinal. I've always told everybody in TBV that white versus black usually sells. Tyson Fury was a good example. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor was a good example. I say let him keep on talking since he's fighting Chaz Witherspoon. And let's see if he don't get cut like Tyson Fury or some bum-ass nigga just beats him. We'll see if he goes 12 rounds with Chaz Witherspoon or not. Because I don't know, was he wearing like those helmets and those pads and heavyweight amateur? Like the helmets.
You talking about the World Boxing Super Series? I mean, well, in the World Boxing Super, he definitely ain't had that. And if you're talking about the other WSB, whatever, he definitely ain't had that there either, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see, man. He does a lot of talking. He beat Tony Bellew, which I never really had respect for. And he was always scared of Deontay Wilder.
True.
He was always scared. So I think that he really hates Deontay Wilder because of his size, and he embarrassed him on TV that one time. They met up. And that's my call.
All right. We going to CYP. Talk to us.
It's Mr. CYP on TBB. CYP on TBB. Yeah, listen up. Listen. You know what's funny? I find it funny that him saying that Wilder's the easiest and Tyson Fury's the hardest. I find that funny only because I can flip it. If you play Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan in a game of basketball one-on-one, the easiest person to beat is Shaq because you ain't beating Michael Jordan, period. But if you hit all your threes on Shaq, you might win. But let's be real here. You're not hitting all your damn threes. And if Shaq get that ball first, you're never going to get it back. He's going to back you down and dunk on you. Get the ball back, dunk on you. You're never going to get the ball back. So he's going to fucking slaughter you. Slaughter you. So he can think all he wants that it's easier with Wilder. But the truth of the matter is, as you said, Ness, that power hits your chin, you up out of there. I don't understand why boxers nowadays think that skill in the heavyweight division is what's going to make you great. There is one boxer that is a legend in the heavyweight division for skill, and that's Muhammad Ali. Every other one of them, from Joe Louis to Jack Johnson to Lennox Lewis to Holyfield to Mike Tyson, those dudes are knockout artists. Even Vladimir Klitschko. Like, y'all need to stop that bullshit. Y'all hate Wilder so much that y'all willing to believe anything said by anybody just to belittle this man. It doesn't matter. He's growing. He's becoming successful. He's becoming a legend. Life goes on. And if y'all really believe that dumb shit, that's cool with me. Put your money on Usyk. But last point, if Usyk really thought that Wilder was that easy, go ahead. I'll be back.
Bring up some good points.
Sure did. Time to go to Mastermind.
BoxingWords.com.
Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
BoxingWords.com.
Yo, good morning, Mike Ness, Doomy.
What up?
How are y'all this morning? Just enjoying this beautiful, finally some cold Texas weather. Man, I don't necessarily agree with Usyk. I think the only way you can look at it that way is if you base it skill wise, then yeah, I can see that. But I mean, skills only do so much if you can't get past that power, man. The power of that Wilder carries is just not a lot of people can stay up from him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're not going to avoid it for 12 rounds. His motto, like he told Fury, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I got to be perfect for 2 seconds. I got to land one shot. And I got 12 rounds to land it. And, but I think it's a bit of clout chasing, a little bit of salt from Tony Bellew. But at the end of the day, it's still a fight I'd be interested to see. At the end of the day, Evander Holyfield was a cruiserweight who came up, although there's always been speculation about, some power pellets he might have been taking, but nobody ever proved it. So take it with a grain of salt, man. But I just don't see. And to be honest, I see Usyk beating AJ. I don't see him getting past Fury, and I don't see him getting past Wilder. That's just my honest opinion, and that's my call, brother.
All right, all right. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going out too. We're gonna stay in. Actually, we're gonna stay in the city of Texas or state. Excuse me. Oops.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me for I'm a 54 pounder, but I have a brother that's at 160.
Yo, I'll be quick, man. About this Usyk situation, right? Listen, man. Until you get in the division and actually make some noise, I don't hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Coming up to the welterweight and saying he gonna do this and he'll beat Thurman and all this, and then he get in there and he gets wiped out. You know what I mean? Like, we'll wait until you do something, make some noise first, and then we'll take you serious. But because the broadcast cut off yesterday, right? I wanted to respond to Troy. Troy came on and asked a question about who would we rather see, Kovalev or Andrade or Charlo. Well, I give you that one. I'd rather see Kovalev, right?
He didn't say that.
Bigger name.
He didn't say that. He said, "What's the bigger fight?" That's how he phrased it. He was like, "What's the bigger fight?"
What's the bigger fight? Okay, what's the bigger fight? Charlo or James Kirkland? What's the bigger fight? Rocky Fielder or Charlo?
No. Because back then, Kirkland was the bigger fight. Charlo was unknown.
Oh, get the.
He just beat.
Come
maybe.
On now.
Listen. I don't got Google in front of me, JD. But let's be honest. He probably had just beat the 44-year-old K9 Bundridge. Maybe. Remember that Listen to me. I got better memory than you.
Go ahead.
Remember that the older Charlo didn't fight nobody. The younger Charlo, he the one that was getting it in early. But the older Charlo.
Bro, listen.
All right, I'm going to Google it then, just for that.
Okay, let me respond.
Actually, I'm about to check your time.
Charlo's was making, hold on, time out. Charlo's was making noise. Kirkland was on the bench for like 2 years. He was on a 2-year layoff, bro.
Use that boomerang, bro. Use that boomerang. See, and I knew this was going to come back up. Mike, that's why I sent you them 3 interviews. I sent Mike 3 interviews with Demetrius Andrade, dating back from like 2012, 2014, and 2015. Still talking the same shit, still fighting the no ones, man. Like, it ain't gonna happen that way. You gotta have some sick fans. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna back you crazy to demand a fight like that without fighting anybody. Like, it ain't gonna happen, bruh. And all right, so we got to go to. He said Canelo Charlo. Man, this guy always going. Y'all always going somewhere else. I think that was 2015. We found out yesterday. So look, 2015, Charlo fought. Like I said, he just became. So right, look, when Kirkland, when what's this kid's name? Canelo was fighting Kirkland. That first fight of his 2015, Charlo was fighting Bundridge. So when Canelo beat Kirkland, he signed to fight Cotto. Charlo was fighting Wilkie Canford. Like, yo, do your own research. Don't come on here with this ridiculousness, man. Slowing up the show and taking it in a different direction because you're supposed to be from Texas, man. How you don't know your own people's shit? That's crazy. Crazy. Where is Stainless? What it do?
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, TBV, what's good? Mike, Ness.
Yo, what up?
Man, first out, happy belated birthday to Matt Garces. It was a couple days ago, and I ain't get that in. I used my boomerang to come back to this topic. I just wanted to take a second real quick to to say to you guys on TBV and all the callers, all the people in the chat, man, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? This has been a really, really tough week for me. You know, my cousin, he's 38, 39 years old. He just died of a massive heart attack Sunday. I just found out today. I'm gonna have to leave for Detroit in a couple hours. One of my best friends and my younger brothers from high school, and I've known for probably 25 years, died in a motorcycle accident last Sunday as well. So I'm gonna have to go for that. And believe it or not, as always, man, you guys have definitely kept my spirits up, kept me on an even keel, and in some ways helped to keep my mind from being too focused on just that. So I just wanted to send a special shout out to you guys, you know, the whole TBV family, even you bitch ass trolls. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't even know what y'all have done for me and what y'all continue to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for that. I'll boomerang back in on this subject, man. I just had to get that out first, man. As I always say,
oh my bad. No, I thought you was out.
Yeah, you know, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, because it's TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. All right, shout out to El Camino.
Shout out.
Peace.
Yo, so, internet undefeated, bruh. Mike, yo, you see what I sent you? Stainless, I even sent it to you, man, to put you in good spirits. Yo, the internet don't give a fuck about nothing. Is it too soon, Mike? Is it too soon for that? Where we at? Who we got?
Hey, yo, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yo, they wilding already. It's too early, Mike?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't post that.
I ain't posting. I'm talking about for the person that made it.
I mean, it's the internet, so apparently not.
Okay. We got New Orleans, Joshua. What up?
Yeah, y'all can hear me good?
Yep.
All right, I'm on the side of my truck, so I don't want to make too much noise. Usyk must be starting to sniff or however he take his power pellets. It's obviously going to his head. He's talking crazy. Talking about Deontay Wilder is the easiest. That sounds like a ducking strategy they're trying to have for some reason that makes sense to them. Deontay Wilder, like TYP pointed out, is arguably the dangerous man on the planet in boxing right now, because we've been taught growing up boxing is about skills and the sweet signs and all that shit. But this dude got something that nobody has, and when he catch you with it, everybody always respond the same way, no matter how big you are, or if he's smaller than you, or they bigger than you. And Lord have mercy, if you fight a dude in the lower weight classes, it's just gonna be lights out. That's I seen how you trying to clean that up before somebody come back at you with that bud talking about the comparison, because I was waiting for you to put yourself in a trap and say, because I heard you say you wanted to see the Usyk fight and stuff like that, so I was waiting for you to say it, then you came up and cleaned it up talking about Bud Crawford and Usyk the same and stuff like that, because I wanted you to say the right shit, so I come at you talking about, well, that's what Bud's been doing, and you ain't even having that same energy for Bud with Errol Spence, talking about who he fought and all that bullshit.
I mean, but we went through this the other day. I don't know if you ain't pay attention. Like, we actually found out that Usyk's undisputed reign is more credible than Crawford's undisputed reign. Like, it's just that simple. You know, Crawford fought the first title versus Delorme vacant, you know, where Usyk fought the champion for it. He beat Glowacki. I ain't even got BoxRed pulled up. He beat Glowacki. You know what I mean? Then he beat Britis. Then he beat Gassiev, you know? He ain't beat Undango, man. Chill, bro. Why you always want to, every call he want to do a Crawford thing, yo? It's all right. We gonna build him up the way you like to, man. You'll see. Oscar the Mouth Guard, what up?
Yo, what's up, guys? How's everybody feeling?
All good, man. Happy that it's Friday and happy that Earl Spence is doing better, didn't break any bones, and they're saying he's gonna have a speedy recovery. So God is good, man.
Man, listen, if you believe in God, then God is good, bro. If not, then the universe is taking care of my man Errol Spence. Dude, let me tell you something, dude. If that Ferrari flipping over 20 times ain't hurting that bad, ain't no Mexican, ain't no black dude, ain't no white dude gonna hurt Errol Spence. Ain't no Terrence Crawford even gonna get close to hurting him there. It's fucking crazy. But Usyk is talking mad shit, man. And I get it. He's got a lot of skills, and he made his noise in the cruiserweight division, bro. But it's different when you get hit by Deontay Wilder, man. Like, you can run for 12 rounds, bro, but like he says all the time, like you guys just said, one punch and it's over. It's done. And he's been hurt by not really hurt, but he gets tapped. He gets touched. If he gets touched one time by Deontay Wilder, his 6'3", 200-pound ass is going to go down to the floor. Wilder's knocked out dudes 2 times his size, bro, easily, man, easily. So could he dance around the ring for 12 rounds? It's definitely possible. He's got the skills to do it. Is it going to happen? Who knows? All he's got to do is just get touched one time, and it's over for him. Let's see what happens this weekend. Hopefully his skills could translate well into the heavyweight division, which I'm sure he'll have no problem with. It's just that when you start getting hit by these 250-pound dudes, it's different than getting hit by a 200-pound guy. I mean, that's my call. That's all I got to say. But hopefully we have a good fight this weekend.
Oscar, enjoy the show and the rest of your morning. We got Rod in the 870. What it do?
Hey, what up, guys?
What's up?
What's going on, Rod?
Man, I just got out because I just finished the customer meeting this morning, and the first thing I read is some dumbass shit Usyk said about Wilder being the easiest. So Usyk is a 6'2", 6'3" guy who wasn't really a knockout puncher at cruiserweight. He would wear guys down, and as he did, Bella would eventually catch him. I think he went 12 rounds with a couple of guys in the tournament. So you mean to tell me Wilder, the biggest puncher in the world, probably the biggest puncher since Mike Tyson, is gonna and has taken big shots from the likes of Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury and Stavern when he was the good Stavern, is gonna get knocked out by Usyk? If that's not the case, Wilder's going to walk his little ass down and knock him the fuck out with no problem. So if he thinks Wilder's easy, go ahead and jump in the ring with him. And when he get embarrassed, he's going to be talking that shit, oh, Wilder was better than adult. Because that's the stupidest shit he can ever say. Talking about he could beat Wilder is the easiest when he can't even knock out cruiserweights. Come on, man. With one punch knockout power, how you going to hold that man off you? How you going to keep him away from you? That's my call.
All right, well, thanks for calling in. We're going to go to Majid in Florida or Ohio today.
What up, Majid?
Not much, man. Just listening to all of this back and forth debate about Usyk and what he said about Deontay Wilder. And, man, all right, this is how I feel. I think that Usyk, he might be able to make a little stain in heavyweight and, surprise us with any fighter, but not Wilder. And for the way that everybody play Wilder out like he ain't shit, it's like everybody always fucking calling his name when they know that shit ain't about to happen no time. But this the last thing I gotta say is that I think that Eddie Hearn and them are just trying to build that narrative. So whatever happened with this belt, they trying to put Usyk with this Anthony Joshua Ruiz shit, they trying to throw Usyk in the heavyweight picture. And I don't even think that we should stunt what the fuck they talking about. Fuck Usyk till he do something. We don't even need to play Wilder like that. They disrespectful and fuck all that. But everybody liked the video on the Boxing Voice, and thanks for the morning show.
Jay in Orlando, talk to me.
What up, Jay?
Yo, what's good, family, man? Hey, man, just happy and feeling good, man. That Earl Spence made it out alive. God is good, man, all the time. So, real quick, let me hop on this, man. This is the true definition of clout chasing at its finest. Like, Deontay Wilder's next 3/4 fights already set in stone of who he's fighting. And he got some guy that hasn't even made his heavyweight debut yet that's fighting a bum, talking about that he can go in there and Sarge Wilder. Well, if it's so easy going to Sarge Wilder, why you find the lowest of the low competition? If you such a good top tier fighter, if you such a Olympic medalist, you unify, you undisputed, you did all that, why you going in there and find the lowest of the low? Like, I understand, how your opponent popped, but even before then, you wasn't fighting nobody good. You wasn't fighting the top tier. And don't tell me that you won't have options. You over there with Matchroom. They got plenty of European guys that you can fight that are in the top 15. and you're not even finding anyone in the top 15. So I don't even know why this is even in discussion. Like Wilder has his next 3 to 4 fights lined up, and so you're gonna see a lot of guys now go ahead and call Wilder's name out because they know that they can't fight him. They know that it's not a possibility, and they know that they can get away with it. But we'll see what happens once those fights are done and see if they come with the same energy. That's pretty much what I got to say.
Jay in Orlando, man, thanks for calling in. We got Mark. I don't know what is it, Mark or is it Mark Q?
Marquis.
Yeah, it's your boy Mark Nash, man. Mark Nash.
Okay, Mark Nash. I see the Q, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or
Yeah.
not.
Nah, it's Mark, bro. It's Mark.
What's going on, Mark?
Talk to us.
It's short for Marcus, though, man. If you want to send me a birthday card, I'll take that shit. But look, man. Hey, man. 2 things. One, your last 2 callers hit it right on the head, bro. Enough said. They hit that right on the head. Usyk, man, come on, son. Like, not yet. Not yet. I think they just don't want they trying to distract us from that winner of that, so we can get that unification. That's what I believe personally. Second of all, Ness, you gotta stop with all this Crawford slander, my G. I fuck with the show, my G, but you are wildin'. Like, it's not his fault that the belt was vacant when he fought DeLorme. It's not, my man don't be mad, undefeated fighters. And Dongo was an undefeated champion. Holster was undefeated. But it's big
That's my
facts, though.
joke.
Were they undefeated? They check, bro. These are he beating gold medalists. He beating champions, undefeated people. Man, like, it's not his fault. Like, we didn't know what was gonna happen with Gamboa when he beat Gamboa. Gamboa came to the ring with 50%.
Oh my God!
They was
He brought up a fight
crowning
from
him.
10 years ago. They be wilding with that shit.
Oh, only reason I brought it up because you always clowning him like Gamboa. When he beat Gamboa, man, they said he was losing that fight, and then he switched styles. Listen to that commentary. They kept saying he need to switch back.
Bruh, say he was
ended up
losing.
dropping him from the southpaw.
They say he was losing. Okay, let's believe that for a second. Do that mean something? Because they said he was losing. I bet you they wasn't saying he was losing when they fucking announced that fight. I bet you he wasn't the underdog when they announced that fight. So because he was presented with some adversity,
Listen to that commentary. I'm sorry, sir, but I promise you, if you go back and listen to it, everybody said Bob Aaron was trying to set him up. They was like, okay, you want a hometown fight? You got to fight Gamboa then. You want to fight at home.
You earned yourself like an extra 17, 19 seconds there, man. You brought a little bit of heat, but listen, man, I ain't slandering Crawford, man. At the end of the day, who would you rather be? Julius Ndongo or Murat Gassiev? Let's just be real. First of all, who got better paycheck?
I would
Julius
say Ndongo because he was a unified champion. Gassiev never been a unified champion.
Okay, I love it. Mike, look at me. He don't know I can see him, y'all. I can see you, Mike, with your gray hoodie on and say Purdue. You got your head down. Look at me when I say, look at me. So you calling Ndongo a unified champ because he had the IBF and the IBO. You better start respecting the IBO for everybody. Start respecting the IBO for everybody.
He went over there and beat Trojanowski, and he in a fight where he was brought in as an opponent, and they expected him to lose, but he went to a guy backyard over in Russia or German welfare, and knocked his ass completely the fuck out. Then he went over and fought, I believe, Ricky Burns or whoever fuck he fought in England, one of Eddie guys. Brought in to lose again. Eddie thought it was gonna be an easy belt to get, and Dongo boxed his fucking head off for 12 rounds, wasn't even close. Then he got a ring with Terrence Crawford, got his ass beat. So what's that?
I just want you, I love it. Me and the president of the IBO gonna love it. You respected Ndongo as a unified champ. So you gotta keep doing that. You see, when I had that energy for Thelani Minge, you wasn't backing me, and that's unfair. For your argument, you want to back the IBO, so that's unfair. Let's keep that same energy.
I've always backed the IBO though, bro. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
You never called that a unified champion.
So I haven't been on and Dongo just didn't have the IBO.
He had the IBF, right?
The WBA and the WBA. That's what
the IBO and the WBA. Let me double. I'm gonna look it up.
He got the WBA from Trojanowski and the IBF from the other guy. or vice versa.
When he fought Edward Tronowski, it was for the IBO and the IBF.
Okay.
And you said he was a unified champion. And then Eddie put him in there to lose, and they still ain't believing he fought Ricky Burns. So you respected him as a unified champion with the IBF and the IBO. That's all I care about. We can move on. This just marks the day that you respect the IBO. Not as a 4-belt champ, no, just 2 belts, 1 IBF. So that's what I've been telling you. Why I've been telling you, yo, Mike, Crawford should unify with Delani Minge. Boom, Delani Minge lost to Sebastian Formella. You know, keep that same energy, Mike.
Yeah, he was a unified champion. After he beat Ricky Burns, he got to the WBA.
My friend, you called him. Listen to me. You can rewind it. Let's
That's what I just said, Ness.
All right,
he went over to fucking Germany, got the belt, then beat Ricky Burns, and he was a unified champion. That's what I said.
That's not what you said, but it's okay, man. It's cool. Whatever.
All right, rewind the tape.
Maybe I misunderstood you, man. I don't want to upset you. T Plums, man, talk to me.
Hello.
What up?
What's good, fellas? For the record, Ness, I remember you asked what part of Florida. I live in Fort Lauderdale. That's like 20 minutes from Miami. But Usyk, I think Usyk is doing a regular clout chasing thing when somebody move up. They start calling out everybody and all that stuff, expecting everybody to be like, you know, oh, he not doing nothing or whatever. Sort of similar to, you know, when Terrence Crawford moved up to welterweight. I just don't think Usyk is that serious.
90
He's ready to
seconds.
go for Wilder. But I think it's clout chasing. Because he feel like, I mean, if he feel like Wilder's really the easiest top heavyweight to beat, then that's cool. That's his feelings or whatever. But I think it's clout chasing. Try to put his name in it. They always do this when they got a fight with nobody and the other person already got another fight lined up. They always start saying stuff that, you know, just try to get they fight more publicity when they fight nobodies. But that's what I think. That's my opinion.
60 seconds.
Well, all right, champ. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Davidian.
How you doing? What's good, Mike? Ness, Doomsday. What's up? I don't know, Usyk. I mean, I like him. He's a good fighter and all, but you know, him saying that, you know, I don't know. I honestly, you know that fight is not gonna be that easy. Come on, man. Man, nah, not with Wilder. Wilder got that NyQuil punch, like. So it's not gonna be that easy. He know that deep down in his head. He got skills. He's like a big Lomachenko, but I don't know. You know, I like Usyk, but you need to chill with all that and just keep winning. But we'll see this Saturday. You know, I think he gonna win, but I don't know. Him versus Wilder, and then the fact that Wilder, I love hearing Wilder is a smart guy too. He going back to the basics. So him saying that, I don't even worry about it. We'll see if he get in there with them and get, you know, that night put on him. So like all the other guys. So we'll see. But great videos as always. Shout out to everybody in the Boxing Voice family. And yeah, y'all have a good one. God bless.
It's going to be worth painting in there just for these.
All right, Davidian, thanks for calling in. Brandon in Cincinnati, talk to me.
What up, B?
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Ness. Good morning, Doomy. Damn it. It feels good when I ain't got to call in and talk shit about Bud. I see a lot of other people do it for me these days. I just sit back and laugh, man. I've really had a good effect on these people. They're becoming smart.
Hey, Brandon.
But,
can I ask your opinion though? Mike seems to believe Ndongo was a more credible opponent. Anyone on Usyk's resume more credible than Ndongo in your opinion?
Didn't Gassiev beat Dordikos?
Yes.
Which one beat Dordikos?
Gassiev.
Yeah, he beat Dordikos.
That Dordikos win, yeah, he's more credible than Ndongo.
I also said Gassiev. Anyone else What about Meredith Brittis? You think Meredith Brittis is more accomplished than, let's say, Victor Postal, who won his title versus Lucas Matisse in a vacant title shot?
Oh, that was tough. That was tough. You know, he
That's
stopped
tough.
Matisse. He stopped Matisse. He stopped Matisse.
What about this? What about
Garcia didn't
this?
even
What
stop
about this?
Matisse.
What about this? What about this? Is Krzysztof Glowacki, is he more credible? Who Usyk went straight into a title shot with? You know what I'm saying?
I like Glowacki. What about him? Is he more credible than who?
Than fucking Postal. Because remember, Crawford only fought Postal, who was a champion, and Undango, who was a champion, because he won a vacant title from Delorme. So, you know, we can't even talk about that guy.
That was close too, man.
We just comparing undisputed reigns is all we doing. We comparing undisputed reigns.
Yeah.
People have me as this Crawford hater. I'm just spitting facts.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably get a nod to Usyk. He did beat Hook. Hook was the WBO champion for a while. He got that belt. So yeah, if you want to give him a nod, give him a nod. But that don't mean shit in my opinion. But let me get to this topic at hand. We got a lot of fucking man fans that call in, man, saying that this guy's clout chasing. He was asked the question. And because he answered the question, and it might have hurt your feelings because he said your favorite fighter was the easiest, that don't mean he clout chasing. He was asked the question, and he answered it with his honest opinion. Now, after we seen the Tyson Fury fight, with Usyk being a slick southpaw, seeing the success Fury had being a slick southpaw, why wouldn't it be so hard for him to believe that he can have such success? Now, I agree with CYP. When it comes to heavyweight, skills don't really mean as much as they do in other divisions because power is so important. So, yes, CYP, all the people saying that, you know, skills, he can get that don't mean shit in the heavyweight division for real because all it does take is one punch. So I agree with CYP right there. But Wilder, my boy and all, but he still got a lot of proof. I want to see him be able to go in there and get a slick southpaw fighter out of there in quick fashion like he get right-hand fighters out of there. He had trouble with fucking Fury. He had trouble with Ortiz. He was having trouble with, what's the motherfucking ballhead dude he knocked out? The ballhead slick southpaw, Hershey Jersey motherfucker. Fedora just beat. He was having trouble.
Spierka. Is who you're talking about, my friend. Time to go to. We went to Ruin the 504. Ruin the 504. Ruin the 504. Ruin the 504.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What up?
I do think that Usyk has the skills to be competitive at that level of the heavyweights, but until we know how he can handle the power of the division, I think we're jumping the gun saying that he's going to actually do well. I mean, he has potential, but until we see him in there taking shots from these kind of guys at this level, I think it's all jumping the gun. And as far as comparing the undisputed reigns of Usyk and Crawford, in my opinion, how Usyk got to that point going through that tournament, I think that's slightly better than what Crawford did. I mean, that's not saying that it was a great achievement by Crawford, but if we're just trying to pick one over the other, I have to give the edge to Usyk. But that's my call.
Bro, man, I'm so delighted to hear that you're an intelligent boxing fan. Stonebone Boxing, talk to me!
Yo.
What up?
Hey. Let's stop it. We know the most unappreciated and most overrated division is cruiserweight. I don't might give a damn about no cruiserweight. The least rated WBBSS or W bullshit series of boxing was the cruiserweight. Nobody even watched that shit. The little innerweight them got more ratings than the cruiserweight. That's facts. Terrence Crawford beat a unified champion to get his. He won his. So now that I guess that Sean Porter ain't a real WBC champ since him and Danny fought for a vacant belt, right? Is that what we saying now?
Nope. We went through that, though, but if you want me to use some of your time to explain it to you, I will.
Nah, don't do it, Ness. We did that another show ago. But we already had that discussion. But by the way, I agree with you that since PBC not gonna really pay attention to the WBO, then that Bob them need to put some backing behind the IBO. But it seemed like the IBO got a better relationship with Heyman, so from that conversation you had with the president, it sounds like he got a better situation going with Heyman than any other promotion. So I would rather them try to big up the IBO, at least try to do something if they're going to dismiss the WBO. And also, Usyk talking about Wilder would be the easier fight. That's what he's supposed to say. He with Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Their mission is to diss Wilder on any level. Here.
All right, so I said in the past, and I'll say it again, like Doomy said this morning. We always got to think educational. Danny and Sean for a vacant title, that's legitimate in my eyes. That doesn't mean that you still can't call Danny a paper champ. You have every right to call him a paper champ because he fought for a vacant title. I, on the other hand, value that caliber of fight for a vacant title. That's all. If anyone thinks that Danny and Sean for a vacant title is the same as Crawford and Delorme, then look, God bless you, man. God bless you. And, I hope, you can learn boxing. We went to T Plums, we went to Stone Bone.
So Danny got a shot at 2 vacant titles?
Let me see. Yup.
When he originally won his first belt,
versus
it was
Robert Guerrero.
It was a rhetorical question. I already know the answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But the difference is, Danny won.
The same Robert Guerrero who just lost to Floyd Mayweather and coming off a split decision victory got a title shot with Danny Garcia for a vacant. All right, cool.
Yeah, but you're talking about a different vacant, right? Because we were talking about the Sean Porter vacant, right?
I just asked the question: Was Danny Garcia a 2-time vacant welterweight champ? Well, not 2-time because he lost the second fight.
A 2-time.
But he's a one-time vacant welterweight champion. Then he went back for another vacant welterweight championship.
Just like Derevchenko. And look at Derevchenko. Didn't he just fight the fight of his life? He had 2 fights. He had 3 fights, and 2 of them were vacant title shots.
I didn't know we were bringing up guys I wasn't. I thought we was gonna stay with Crawford and the Danny Garcia since that's what the caller brought up. My bad. If you want to go to other fighters, then we can.
Well, I'm only going to other fighters because of the situation plus the sanctioning body, right? That's what it's called, the vacant title shot. So I'm giving you another scenario, which is ironic that it's so recent. He just fought Jacobs for a vacant, fought Cool Clay for an eliminator, fought Gennady for a vacant. Like, it's no different. No different at all. Okay. Let me see. We got D Straight. What up? First time caller?
What's up, Paul? Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Where you calling in from?
I'm from Charlotte, man. I'm Mr. 704.
Oh, Mr. 704. What's going on?
That's my dog.
Yo, could you get off speaker, champ, so we can hear you?
Okay, I got you, champ. Can you hear me? See, man, I don't know how to work this shit, man. I'm about to... Hold on, I got you, brother. Yo.
We hear you.
Yeah. Talk to me.
You got me? Okay, what's up, Mike?
What's good?
Man,
what's up,
first time calling. Man, that Belgian dude got slept, man. So, of course, he's supposed to say, because he was a fair heavyweight, jumped up a little bit, got his feet wet, never tested nobody, got slept. So, of course, he's going to say Usyk good. I mean, you know what you expect. Give UK something to clap about, you know. But other than that, man, you know, first time calling, watch the show every day, love what you're doing. Keep grinding, Mr. 704. That's it.
Mr. 704, man. Good to put a face to the chat. Thank you for always participating and now obviously becoming a caller. Looks like we got everybody. We're going to go to CYP on a boomerang.
What up, Mr. CYP?
Yo, I'm going to say something real quick. Mr. 704, I'm going to give you something. Like my girl in here, she's training today, and she just ran her first mile of her training. And when you said you from the 704, I looked at the clock and stopped it. She was on 704. So I think me and you going to get along. I think we're going to get along. I swear to God, it's on 704 right now. But anyway, let me cook. For all y'all in the chat who was saying, that's a dumb analogy. The basketball is a dumb analogy. Think about it. If Steph Curry went against Shaq, I'm calling Shaq Deontay Wilder. If Steph Curry makes all his three-pointers, which he ain't going to do, he beats Shaq. Just like Fury. If Fury dances around for 12 rounds, he beats Wilder. But if Shaq get that ball, Steph Curry ain't never getting it back. And if Wilder hits Usyk ass ain't getting up. See, some of y'all understand what I'm saying, and some of y'all don't want to understand what I'm saying, and that's fine with me. Fine with me. But look though, switch the topic. Mike, I'm gonna help you out on this. I believe that Crawford's undisputed was better because Crawford did it in his second weight class. It's much harder to be undisputed in a weight class that's not so that you don't start at than it is to do it in one moving up. So that Usyk being the undisputed as cruiserweight, cool, but it would be even greater if he was at heavyweight because that's not his natural weight. 140 ain't Crawford's natural starting weight. He moving up. That to me makes his more credible. Y'all can argue that shit. I don't care if you agree, but truthfully, it makes a lot of sense. Think about it.
All right. I mean,
Nigga cooking today.
but in the same sentence, he's trying to say that because Crawford moved up, there was more danger in that second weight class. So obviously that danger represents weight. Cruiserweight division represents weight and power. So there's danger there, equal danger. We seen Doc Tito's what type of monster he was, and then we didn't expect. Well, we didn't know what to expect because both dudes, he and Gassiev, were running through dudes, right? So I don't know, man. Look, I don't know. I think that they both had their way, man. Everybody is. Mike says something that sticking with me now. You always say something like you can't judge one guy off another guy's path. Damn, did Mike drop off? Mike,
No, I'm right here.
What?
Yeah, you can't judge another you can't judge one guy's journey off another guy's journey. Just because somebody's there before you don't mean they're gonna be there after you.
Yeah, but I'm still here to always, promote debate. We gotta explore these conversations, to just crown Crawford as undisputed, pound for pound because of what he did, then we need to be crowning Usyk because he might have had a more dangerous run at it. The fact that he joined the tournament knowing the level of danger gives him the same respect that we gave Andre Ward. Let's stop trying to, pick and choose who we praise, man. But Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter, those were my final thoughts. Hopefully we're back with another one. And with that betting show that we've been slacking on, I definitely need to make some money. Mike, have you been making money without us? I know you ain't been doing a betting show, but I'm sure you've been betting.
Yeah, I've been doing some NFL betting. Shit like that.
No boxing? You ain't make no money on boxing?
No, I ain't made no money on boxing in a couple
Okay,
weeks.
I don't feel bad then. I don't feel bad because, it's like, damn, bro, if you made some money and we ain't do a show, I'll be kind of tight because I need to make some money. Stainless said bring him in on a boom. What up, Stain?
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yo.
boom. What up?
Yep. Let me get off this Bluetooth. All right, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can't do that Bluetooth on here. On this Usyk shit, because I ain't really speak on that. First off, yeah, it is just him getting this notoriety. CIP, man, I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about us Cali and us Detroit niggas, but we all think the same. We ain't got no problem slapping a nigga up. He talk stupid. And my man see the truth on that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to agree with what he said. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is, if he do something, it'd be nice to see. But honestly, it ain't no way he gonna be able to step in that ring with a man like our champion and not get knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You better hope some spilk and shit don't happen to him. That's all I got for this one. Again, thanks for this podcast and every podcast. And if you know what I'm saying, as always, say, hey, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast because this is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Mr. PBC, you want that boomerang?
Yo, did we give him his intro?
Yes,
today?
I do.
Did we
Hey,
do
this
his intro?
is Mr. PBC. Yeah,
Nah,
can we do that, please?
No, we didn't. Go ahead.
This his first call?
Second
No,
call.
it's my second.
How the hell you ain't getting no intro though? Stop lying.
I was just trying to
one.
get another one.
No, he's starting, Mike.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen.
Man, I'm pretty sure we played this shit.
He did. He did get one. He did get one.
Man, he's stunting.
I know, right?
Yo,
Hey,
why you
let's keep it
always
real.
lying, man?
Hey, I'm getting my $40 worth. Hey, let's talk about fight hype, and your boy Terrence Crawford paid Andre Ward to hang out with him and do
Oh my
some
God,
basketball.
Bruh,
man.
you know Ward is his boy.
Who said he paid him?
Yeah, you know, trying to get some hype and stuff. Terrence Crawford, he's doing his best, but shout out to Errol Spence. He's not the Superman. He's the Man of Steel. He's Shaquille O'Neal back in 1997 when he made that movie Steel. Came out of a motherfucking wreck with no fucking broken bones. He ain't Keith Thurman. This ain't one time. This is Errol Spence man down, and Errol Spence ain't man down. He's gonna put the next man down. That's my call.
Well, all right, man, Mr. PBC. Thanks for calling in.
Shots.
Yeah, man. We out, man. Catch us on the next one. Might be in a few minutes. Might be a half hour. We definitely will be back. Wait a minute. Let me double check this 513 here. Oh shit, he just hung up. I ain't know who you was, 513. I was about to check that. But all right, man. I'm out. Mike, do say.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312 and mark the difference between a boomerang and a ringer. A ringer cuts the line, boomerang cuts the line, and gets a second call. So with that being said, peace out.
Well, the boomerang don't cut the line. The boomerang gets the second call. The ringer cuts the line.
So boomerang don't cut the line either. Like
Nah. I just go to them first because so actually yes, they cut the line. You're right. I'm wrong. Their first call cuts the line. Their second call does not cut the line, but they get a second call. That's how it is. Thank you, Mike. I apologize there. Yeah, we're out. Peace.